Hello, welcome to Game 3 of my match against Yahas in the no terminals mix. As you see, no terminals here. We have pretty good trash in here. Forager, Apprentice, Upgrade, and Farmland technically trashes. So certainly those are all good cards we want to get. You can get Payload with Market, Spices, Treasury. Not super appealing. Probably you want to get some golds to go with the Farmlands. But there isn't really much draw here. So because there's not much draw other than trying to do tricks with Apprentice, you may want to go in for more action-based payload here, or try to get stuff going with Wishing Wells. If you've got a lot of markets, say the Wishing Wells are good. I think I want to get to an upgrade fairly quickly. Forager is nice for thinning, but upgrade will actually let me get estates into Wishing Wells, so get both thins and gains a card. Wishing Wells seem like a pretty nice card to have here. Foragers are also okay to have in terms of the pig has some nice interactions with that. I didn't think I was going to hit 5, but I did. I did hit 5. I guess I have copper estate in the last two, so I had to draw the silver and only one estate, which was not probably less than 50% likely to do. And now I can get my upgrade. So yeah, it's pretty unclear to me what I'm buying on 4s. I think Wishing Well is the best. Patrician can draw you later in the game, once most of your cards cost 5, which I guess will happen fairly soon, but I think it's not worth buying them now. If I hit 4 with 2 buys, probably 2 Patricians is better for that reason. Once you've thinned out all the coppers, then the only 3 costs you have left are the 1 Forager and a couple of Wishing Wells, and maybe a silver still, if that doesn't get trashed. I probably would not trash a silver because they have 2 Foragers, and the opportunity cost is fairly low for me there. I think estate is the most likely thing for me to see. Okay, it was a copper. Maybe I should have wished for estate for copper just because that works better. And I could have pigged this. I guess I'll get 1 Patrician now. Now it seems better to have to go with the Wishing Wells, and then I can always wish for Wishing Well. I have not been able to upgrade my estates yet. So I'm kind of running out of payload, so I may need to add a silver into the deck now. Another silver into the deck. Yeah, I keep ending with 3 or 4, and my estates and Wishing Wells are all at the bottom. So they seem to be a bit ahead here. I have not seen my silver yet, and I have another estate, I'm pretty sure. Copper is still the most likely thing. They was Forager, and now I really want to see. So I'm going to go for copper again. Yes, this is going to be 7. I think I'm all ready to start on the markets now. Spices are also quite good cards. But I can go Market Patrician. I'm just about thin. They are also just about thin. We've got, well, they're a little bit not quite as thin as I think. Maybe they are after this turn. I have 1 estate, 3 coppers. They have no estates and 4 coppers. So yeah, we're pretty close on that. Again, would really like to find this estate to upgrade. It's been hiding from me. I don't think I've gotten to upgrade an estate yet. But I don't regret my play order. Maybe I could have wished a little bit differently. You can wish a little bit differently, and then you can pig. Like I could have pigged Forager. And I have 2 Wishing Wells down there, so that's going to be the most likely thing. Now I have copper, silver, Patrician. Wish for copper is like the worst thing I can find. Okay, I did find the estate now, so I can gain the Wishing Well, and I can wish for copper, I guess. So Patrician, if copper's on top, I want to draw it. If Patrician's on top, I'm fine leaving it there. Okay, that worked out. 8 money now. So I think I'm going to go market Wishing Well. I'm not like a huge fan of this Wishing Well stack, but it seems to be like it can work okay. Or do I need to add a little bit more? I think I need to add more payloads. I'm going to go Spices Wishing Well. So they've got 8 themselves. We'll see what they get if they go for market. Yeah, Patricia makes sense. 2 coppers, 2 Wishing Wells. So I'll wish for that copper, which is the worst one. I'm going to play my other terminal draws first. Could be upgrade or copper. It was copper. So the upgrade I can find now. So upgrade doesn't do a lot for me in this middle game. I can consider forging it at some point. Probably not now. So I think I want to save these coffers and go something like Wishing Well Market again. Next turn, I'm looking to get into some kind of thing where I get a bunch of patricians and emporiums. How much money does that take? I can't hit 15 money next turn without getting like the gold. So this could just be market and another Wishing Well, where Wishing Well is kind of drawing a little bit for me. Although patricians should be drawing as well. I don't want to reveal the emporiums yet. My payload seems a little bit stronger than theirs, so I don't want to give them access to get like 2, and then I get 2, and then they get 1. It's not that huge a deal, but it's at least a little bit of something. So market square, Wishing Well, or I could go Spices Wishing Well, and then plan on trashing my last copper, and then potentially even trashing these silvers. I don't feel like super strongly. The golds get better with farmland because you can buy farmland for 6. No, I mean farmlands get better when you can buy farmland and farmland. With the gold, I might as well just play the gold and buy the province with how limited draw is in this kingdom. So I'm really not sure. I want to ramp my payload up, and I feel like market Wishing Well is not doing that. What is doing that better than market Wishing Well? Like double market, maybe. That lets me hit 11 next turn with 1 coffer. I'm really quite undecided here. I'm going to go 1 more turn of building, or maybe I just go gold Wishing Well. Yeah, I needed to add some payload, and I don't think JNLs is watching quite yet, so should be okay there. JNLs, of course, does not like it when you buy gold. So one of the things I'm thinking about here is I have reliability. I'm able to draw a deck now. I'm pretty much all the way thin. I have some other cards I can thin out. I probably want to trash these silvers with my forager. Unfortunately, there's no 4 cost to upgrade them into. I might just play the upgrade as pig here. So the other thing is the silver makes their foragers worth more money, but again, they're almost out of coppers. So if they're out of coppers, then they're not getting a ton of value out of it. Wishing Well is going to be the most common card of my deck for a while. Okay. What else do I have down there? Silver. Okay, so drawn deck here. I can potentially trash this copper here. Yeah, so what I was thinking about was just buying Patrician double Emporium, and then next turn getting the other Emporiums, and then sort of taking it from there. That's some amount of victory points. It sort of forces them to stop doing what they're doing and go for the Emporiums, and then probably go back the rest of the Wishing Wells, and then start grading. Okay, so they've got their apprentice now. Yeah, they're able to trash the forager, which is probably pretty nice. It also means I can more reliably trash silvers because they've only got that one forager now. It wasn't like a huge consideration, but it was at least something. So yeah, I assume they're just going to go double Emporium now, which makes complete sense. So file the non-wishing wells first. Wishing wells still going to be the most common thing. So now I'm going to trash a silver, and then next turn trash my upgrade. The silvers are a card that's not a wishing well or a 5 cost. It's harder to draw, and I'd like to be able to draw it. So 12. So I can get Emporium, Emporium double wishing well, or I could get Emporium market wishing well. Those are the two things I'm considering. Emporium gives me VP and denies that to my opponent. They've got the apprentice now, so they can start turning random 5 cost actions. It's turn 12, so you've got plenty of random 5 cost actions. Like Emporium is less than a treasury once you've bought it. So start turning that into draw. So they will have a little bit more draw. I have 12 money of payload active, so I'm not near double province. So that market Emporium wishing well gets me closer to double province territory. I could also consider getting more spices. I don't see a lot of need for that. So I think I'm going to go market Emporium wishing well. And then there's no pile considerations, right? I don't think there are. And then look to start greening, half greening next turn. So next turn get green in one engine piece. And the turn after that, depending on what they do, switch to full greening. I don't feel like the wishing well stack that I'm doing is the most reliable way to do things, but it at least seems to be working okay in this situation. Yeah, so upgrading spices into gold is reasonable because it's worth one more, and the plus buy is not that useful given how many we've got some markets. They're able to draw a deck here. We'll see what their total payload is. My payload right now is 14. I guess if I'm trashing, 12 if I'm not. Theirs is also 14. It's another unique for spice. So theirs is 14 with trashing, mine is 14 with trashing. So we're right in line with amount of payload right now. I have an extra plus buy, 2 extra plus buys, although I don't think that matters much. They go for province, makes complete sense. Province market, yeah, that makes sense. I guess I'm going to wish for wishing well. I'd rather not see all my wishing wells all right at the top because I don't know what to wish for now. I'm not even sure what I'm wishing for. Probably Emporium, honestly. But I'm drawing deck without it, so it doesn't really matter much. So here we see I've got 11, 9, 12 without trashing anything. Like the Patrician is a perfectly fine thing to trash next turn if I need to. But I will trash this upgrade. I can't upgrade spices into farmland. I can upgrade spices into farmland or gold, maybe. And then trash the Patrician instead. Let me do that. It gives me an extra money. And I'm going to trash the Patrician, or I'm going to not play the Forger this turn, I guess. Not clear to me that what I did was just productive. So I'm going to keep pace. I'm going to go province. And yeah, another market makes sense. Market over treasury because the treasury is going to, the fact is going to stop working at this point of the game. And market is a potential wish target. So we're both drawing deck. I believe we have similar amounts of payload. They're cannibalizing a little bit more than I am at this point of the game. And I think upgrade into farmland and then buy farmland province to get 2 provinces is a real thing I need to consider. So I may not actually want to waste. I may not want to forge my farmland. So this is 15 plus 1 copper. So if they double province here, it's going to be very tough for them to double province next turn. We'll see if that's what they do. Okay, so they just went province market. So I really do need to double province this turn and put pressure on them. I'll play one of these. I guess I'm going to play this patrician. I'll play the forger as a pig just to draw through. Curse, bomb card is in market. Okay, I do want to play that. So 14. So I can go like province farmlands, province spices, province double wishing well. Is province double wishing well crazy? So they can't triple, I don't think. I, with perfect draws, can't triple either. But I can certainly double with 14. So the advantage behind province farmland is I just need to buy province farmland next turn, and that gives me 2 provinces and extra VP. Disadvantage is I barely drew this turn. I did have 1 extra cantrip I could have played. I also hit none of my wishing wells this turn around. So obviously that's something to think about. It feels really close between province farmland. Province spices also doesn't seem crazy. Those extra coffers can be really helpful to me. So my 3 lines are province farmland, province spices, province double wishing well, with the goal of double provincing next turn. Problem is, if they don't double province, then I don't need to double province. And farmland can turn gold into province for extra VP. This is quite tricky. I think I'm gonna go province double wishing well and try to set up farmland tricks. No, that feels like if they just like province duchy next turn, I feel like I'm in a really bad spot. So I think I'm gonna go province farmland. Oh, undo. Oops. Not sure what I thought was happening there. You actually have to do the on-gain effect of farmland. So in that case, I'll do the spices. Okay, so they had a bit of a short turn. They did buy a farmland to trash gold into province. So now the question is there a world in which I triple province? Very sad to play the Patrician reveal of wishing well. I guess Emporium is the most likely card now. I have 3 of those. perhaps both of our decks are going to fall apart here. It could be Market, Emporium, Spices. Do I have two of anything down there? I've got Forager, Upgrade, Market, Emporium. The Spices is the only one I can't draw. So I guess I will wish for Spices. Oh, the Province I can't draw either. Okay. So... this did not work out great. So I can buy a farmland to turn a gold into a province. Just buy a duchy. Hope they can't double. Playing the Patrician and revealing a Witching Well is like the worst scenario, but like when I was building this deck, I knew that was going to happen periodically. If they can draw clean here, and they've got an apprentice, so potentially they can apprentice a gold or a farmland or something. They only need to find 14 payload to pile out here, which seems very possible. I thought I was leading this game pretty solidly, but I built maybe a little bit slow with the Market Emporium stuff and need to add more payload sooner. We'll see. We'll see here. I'm pretty sure though they have 16 here. They have a gold, a silver. They don't have a gold or a silver. Yeah, they need 14 to win. Ouch. So they have in their hand, 3 provinces, farmland, something, upgrade. Upgrade, 3 provinces, farmland, upgrade. So they can't, they needed 14 to buy province and farmland into province to win, which is really sad. I didn't realize the gold got added, so the Forager is now worth 4 points, which is notable, I think. Okay, they just went farmland, wishing well to duchy, gain a farmland, bought a gold as well. Okay. Patrician reveals wishing well. This is quite like the Patrician. Everything except for everything does the exact wrong thing. I guess I'm going to pig this. I do still have 3 wishing wells down there. Try to get some wish granted. So this is 11. So I can farmland into province. And buy a duchy. That turn was pretty disastrous. I realized the deck I built is kind of weird with the Wishing Well stack, but like this Patrician revealing the Wishing Well first, and then every other Wishing Well play revealing a card costing greater than 5, I think is pretty unlucky. We'll see this Patrician. Okay, I was expecting that to reveal a Wishing Well. Wishing Well still the most likely. And this is 7. What can I do with 7? Basic. Oh, no, that's 8. Oh, I miscounted completely. Not sure where that count came from, but good game. I got pretty lucky there in the end. I think they added payload sooner than I did and had more payload than I did. But they kind of ran out at the end. Not quite sure. I think they easily could have had the win. Yeah, they said they had a win if they'd paid more attention earlier. It was well played by them. I think sometimes you just miss stuff. Good game. See you in game 4.